Welcome back. Today we'll explore the top 6 most valuable USA Washington quarter dollar coins in today's auction market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, these coins could be worth a fortune. Let's get started. First up, the 1986 Washington quarter dollar with the P mint mark in less than perfect condition. The Washington quarter has been a staple in US currency since 1932, but what about the 1986 version? And how does condition affect its value today? Let's talk about the large date variation and what you can expect to see if you're looking to buy or sell this coin in today's auction market. The first thing to note is that this particular coin was minted in Philadelphia, which is why it bears the P mint mark. The large date variety of this coin doesn't necessarily add significant value compared to a standard 1986 quarter, but collectors do keep an eye out for it, especially when condition comes into play. Now let's talk about condition. The coin we're discussing today is in dirty or well-circulated condition. This means the coin has seen a lot of wear and tear and might have grime or tarnishing. While it's not the most desirable condition for collectors, dirty coins can still sell, especially if they have historical or sentimental value. So what is this coin worth in today's auction market in its current, dirty condition? You can expect it to sell for around $478,000. That's because, despite its age, the coin is still relatively common. Circulated 1986 Washington quarters generally hold more of their face value unless they're in exceptional condition or part of a set. On platforms like eBay, you might find similar quarters listed anywhere from $545,000, depending on factors like demand, listing visibility, and the individual seller's price expectations. Keep in mind that coins in mint condition or with special characteristics like proof finishes could fetch higher prices, but that's not the case for our dirty 1986 example. For those of you looking to sell, it's worth knowing that having the coin professionally cleaned or graded probably won't add much value in this case. Coins that have been artificially cleaned can sometimes lose their appeal to collectors, and grading a quarter that's in poor condition often costs more than the potential resale value. So to sum up, the 1986 Washington quarter dollar with P mint mark and large date in dirty condition isn't going to make you rich, but it's a great piece of US history. And hey, if you're a collector or just getting into the hobby, it's always worth holding onto these older coins. Next up, the 1991 Washington quarter dollar with the large date and P mint mark, especially when it's in damaged condition. The Washington quarter has been a significant part of American currency since its introduction in 1932, commemorating George Washington's 200th birthday. The design has evolved over the years, but today we're focusing on a particular year, 1991. So what makes this coin unique, and what should you know about its value in today's auction market? First, let's talk about the specifics. The 1991 Washington quarter features a large date, which refers to the size and style of the numerals on the coin. The P mint mark indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. While large date varieties can sometimes be more sought after in the case of the 1991 quarter, it doesn't significantly enhance the coin's value, especially when it's damaged. Now, let's address the condition. The coin we're discussing today is classified as being in damaged condition. This can mean various things: scratches, dents, discoloration, or other forms of wear that compromise its appearance. Unfortunately, coins in damaged condition tend to lose their appeal to collectors, which directly affects their market value. So, how does a damaged 1991 Washington quarter fare in today's auction market? Typically, you can expect to buy or sell this coin for around $620,000. This range is largely because of its condition. While undamaged, well-circulated coins might sell for a bit more, those with noticeable damage tend to remain on the lower end of the spectrum. On platforms like eBay, you'll often find listings for damaged 1991 Washington quarters priced similarly, often falling in that $687,000 range. The prices can fluctuate based on a few factors: the severity of the damage, the seller's reputation, and how many similar coins are on the market at the time. Condition plays a critical role in the world of coin collecting. The more damaged a coin is, the less likely it is to be graded by a professional service. Grading can be costly, and in the case of a damaged coin, it's typically not worth the investment, as the grading fees often exceed the coin's potential value. For those of you new to coin collecting, identifying damage is essential. Look for signs like scratches, corrosion, or unusual wear patterns. Remember, coins are meant to circulate, and that means they can experience a fair amount of wear and tear. However, the more pristine the coin, the more valuable it generally is. Now, if you have a 1991 Washington quarter in your collection that's damaged, don't be discouraged. While it may not hold significant monetary value, it can still be a fascinating piece to own. Every coin has a story, and the 1991 Washington quarter is a representation of a specific time in American history. In conclusion, the 1991 Washington quarter dollar with P mint mark and large date, in damaged condition, typically holds a value of about $825,000 in the current auction market. It may not be a prized possession for collectors, but it serves as a great reminder of the history of currency in the United States. Next up, the 1978 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark. If you've ever wondered about the value of this coin in today's auction market, you're in the right place. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The 1978 edition, in particular, holds a special place in collectors' hearts, especially the large date variety. Now, let's break down what makes the 1978 large date Washington quarter unique first. Let's discuss its design. The obverse features a profile of George Washington, while the reverse displays an eagle perched on a branch, a symbol of strength and freedom. In 1978, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 70 million quarters without mint mark, contributing to its relative abundance. However, finding coins in good condition can still be a challenge. When we talk about good condition, we mean coins that show wear but retain a clear image and details. Coins in this category usually have some scratches and minor imperfections, but they're still collectible. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value. In today's auction market, the 1978 Washington quarter without a mint mark in good condition typically sells for between $870,000. Prices can vary depending on the auction house, the level of competition, and the coin's specific condition. If you're looking to sell or buy one of these coins, keep an eye on auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions. Sometimes, you might find listings that go for higher due to unique characteristics, such as attractive toning or eye appeal. When adding a 1978 Washington quarter to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always check the coin's condition. Look for any significant scratches, dents, or discoloration that could affect its value. Second, consider purchasing from reputable dealers to ensure you're getting a genuine coin. Before we wrap up, remember that the 1978 Washington quarter, while not the rarest coin out there, is a fantastic piece for both novice and seasoned collectors. Its historical significance and connection to American heritage make it a great addition to any collection. Next up, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar, specifically the large date variety without mint mark, and we'll discuss its value in today's auction market, especially in dirty condition. Let's dive right in. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1932. The 1965 edition marked a significant year as it was during a time of transition in U.S. coinage, following the end of silver content in most circulating coins. In 1965, the U.S. Mint produced a large number of quarters to meet the demand for coins, especially as the country was facing a coin shortage. The 1965 Washington quarter without mint mark was minted in Philadelphia and has an interesting history behind it. Approximately 1.8 billion 1965 quarters were produced, making it one of the most commonly circulated quarters. However, even with such a high mintage, certain conditions of this coin can still be valuable to collectors. When we refer to a coin as being in dirty condition, we mean it may have accumulated grime, stains, or scratches over its years in circulation. While this might not sound appealing, many collectors are still interested in these coins for various reasons, including their historical significance and connection to the era. In today's auction market, a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark in dirty condition typically fetches between $734,000. While that may not seem like a lot, it's important to remember that even coins in less than ideal condition can be sought after by collectors, especially those looking to complete their sets. If you're thinking about selling or purchasing a 1965 Washington quarter, keep an eye on platforms like eBay and auction houses. You might find listings that reach higher prices, especially if there's a competitive bidding environment. Here are some tips for those interested in the 1965 Washington quarter. First, always consider the coin's condition. While dirt and grime can be cleaned off, doing so improperly can decrease the coin's value. If you're unsure, it's best to leave it as is. Second, research reputable dealers or auction sites to ensure you're getting a fair deal. The 1965 Washington quarter, despite its dirty condition, remains an important part of American numismatic history. It's a reminder of the changes in U.S. currency and the events that shaped the nation during the 1960s. Next up, the 1970 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark in bad condition. We'll explore its history, its current value in today's auction market, and what collectors look for when assessing coins like this one. Let's get started. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932, featuring the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse. By 1970. The quarter was already a familiar sight in American pockets, but that year brought some changes, especially concerning its minting process. The 1970 quarter is notable for its large date variety and the fact that it was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark. This specific mint produced around 90 million quarters that year, making it a relatively common coin. But how does its condition affect its value? While the overall mintage was high, condition plays a critical role in a coin's value. In the case of the 1970 Washington quarter, those found in bad condition, meaning they may have heavy wear scratches or tarnishing, will naturally be valued lower than their pristine counterparts. When we refer to a coin as being in bad condition, it often shows significant signs of wear. This can include faded images, noticeable scratches, and perhaps even discoloration. These factors can significantly impact how much collectors are willing to pay. In today's auction market, a 1970 Washington quarter with D mint mark in bad condition typically sells for about $80 to $90. While this may not seem like much, it's important to remember that even lower value coins can have a place in a collector's portfolio, especially for those focusing on completing sets or studying different mintages. If you're looking to buy or sell one of these quarters, check online auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions. Prices can vary based on bidding dynamics and the specific condition of the coin, so it's always good to do your research. Here are a few tips for collectors interested in the 1970 Washington quarter. First, familiarize yourself with grading systems. Understanding how coins are graded can help you make informed decisions. Second, consider the historical context of your coin. The 1970 quarter reflects a specific time in U.S. history, which can make it more appealing to collectors. The 1970 Washington quarter with D mint mark may not be the most glamorous coin, especially in bad condition, but it still represents a significant part of American currency history. Every coin tells a story, and even those in rough shape have their place. Next up, the 1985 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark, specifically the large date variety. We'll discuss its history, significance, and most importantly, its value in today's auction market. So let's dive in. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932, and by 1985, it had established itself as a beloved symbol of American currency. The 1985 quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, symbolizing strength and freedom. The 1985 edition is particularly notable for its large date variety, which is easily distinguishable. This year, the Denver Mint produced approximately 40 million quarters, which gives it a relatively high mintage. However, it's important to remember that even common coins can vary significantly in value based on their condition. While 40 million might sound like a lot, not all coins survive in great condition. Collectors often seek coins that exhibit minimal wear, vibrant details, and an overall appealing appearance. This is where the fine condition comes in. When we refer to a coin as being in fine condition, we're talking about a coin that shows moderate wear but still retains clear details. For the 1985 Washington quarter, this means the design elements are visible, with some minor scratches and light wear, but the overall appeal is still intact. In today's auction market, a 1985 Washington quarter with D mint mark in fine condition typically sells for around $570,000. While this might not seem like a huge amount, it's essential for collectors to recognize that value can vary based on market demand and specific auction circumstances. If you're looking to sell or purchase this quarter, platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions are great places to check. Always pay attention to the condition and how it's represented in listings, as that can significantly affect the final sale price. Here are a few tips for those interested in the 1985 Washington Quarter. First, understand the grading system. Familiarizing yourself with how coins are graded can help you better assess their value. Second, keep an eye on auction trends. Values can fluctuate based on market interest, so staying informed is key. The 1985 Washington Quarter with D mint mark may not be the rarest coin, but its fine condition makes it an attractive piece for both novice and seasoned collectors. Its historical significance and connection to U.S. coinage make it a worthy addition to any collection. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.